Hello, everyone, and welcome to the beautiful campus of Pleasant Grove High School in Pleasant Grove, Utah, on this Friday night for some Region 3 6A boys basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Nate Thatcher, here tonight to bring you the second edition of the Lone Peak Knights and the Vikings of Pleasant Grove. For Lone Peak, the Knights are sitting in the middle of the region with their counterpart Vikings, which makes tonight a must-win game for the team that wants a better standing when all things are said and done. Lone Peak is coming on to Pleasant Grove's floor after a win against Westlake, where they dominated both halves, and star shooter Jackson Taylor finished with 23 points and 5 three-pointers. The Knights will need him and Crew Fotheringham to do their usual thing if they want to get a second win against the Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pleasant Grove, they're trying to rebound from a tough loss against Lehigh at home, where they fell by only 6 points. The Vikings can shoot the ball well, as they average 45% from the floor this season, as well as 36% from three. But they will have to be on their game tonight if they want to get past this physical Lone Peak squad. Pleasant Grove will be sure to look to their star junior forward Jackson Brown to get things going for their squad, as he leads his team in almost every stat category and averages just about 10 points per game. For tonight's starting lineup, starting with Lone Peak, it'll be Ty Cogswell, Enoch Mitchell, Austin Simon, Crew Fotheringham, and Jackson Taylor, with Fotheringham being the non-senior in that starting lineup, the sole sophomore. Then for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, it'll be Hudson Guthrie, Andrew Anderson, Jackson Brown, Zane Windsor, and Brennan Blackett. The Knights are led by head coach Rob Ross, who's in his 7th season, and the Vikings led by Carson Williams, who's in his first year after being on BYU staff for a couple of years. Tip is up and controlled by the Knights. So here comes Lone Peak to try and start things off to score. Here's Fotheringham up top. He finds Simon. He finds Mitchell. Over to Cogswell. He's going to drive, picks up his dribble. Fotheringham will take a three. No good, too short. Here come the Vikings, and they're going quickly. Anderson is going to drive, but he loses the basketball in the process, and it'll be a turnover for Pleasant Grove. Here comes Fotheringham, guarded closely by Jackson Brown. Here's Taylor, weaves his way around the screen, tried to get a skip pass in the corner to Cogswell, but it's picked off, and a foul will be called against Ty. So Vikings will inbound far sideline. Pleasant Grove averages 60.9 points per game. They can get it going. But obviously 8 and 10 as their defense has squandered at times. Here's Windsor bringing it across the timeline. Finds his teammate in Anderson. Anderson hands it off to Guthrie. Now back over to Brown. Here's Windsor. Over to Blackett. 10 on the shot clock. Blackett's got to go. Picks up his dribble. Hand off to Brown. Step back three. Rattles in and out. Here comes Lone Peak. It's Mitchell. He's going to hit the left block, then hand off to Taylor for three. Off the backboard, but Cogswell with the offensive rebound. Fotheringham pump fakes. He kicks it out. Simon will take a three-point shot, and it's no good. Both teams fighting for the rebound. Still, and a kick ball will go against the Knights and head Pleasant Grove's way. So over a minute and a half into this game, and neither team has scored a bucket yet. They'll inbound it, and they find Windsor. He's guarded closely by Mitchell. And now a double team comes from Cogswell. Anderson up top, behind the back. Now he's going to go one-on-one versus Fotheringham. Kicks it out. Windsor's going to drive. He stops. Anderson again. Goes over Cogswell. Oh, a nice move. Stops and puts in the easy layup for 2. So the Vikings now up 2-0 as Simon tries to go up, and he'll be fouled. Foul will be called on the shot, so he'll be at the free throw line for 2. The senior guard averages 9.3 points per game. He's a steady hand on offense for this squad night in and night out. In their last game against the Vikings, it was Austin Simon and Enoch Mitchell that finished with 10 points each. A consistent outing that helped them get the win, but he can't convert on the first free throw. Second one is up and goes in. So 2-1's our score. Pleasant Grove leads. Under 6 now remaining in the first. Lone Peak's going to pick up a full court press. Anderson tried to get it out, but it's picked off. Fotheringham for 3 off the steal. No good. But another offensive rebound as Mitchell gets the putback up, but he can't get it to drop. Here's Blackett. Almost loses his dribble. Now he'll drive inside and kick it out. Guthrie goes in and gets the 2 off the left side. So Pleasant Grove getting all their points down low in the paint. They lead at 4-1. Fotheringham picks up his dribble, right block. Skip pass out to Taylor, who pump fakes a 3, drives, kicks. Mitchell's got it. Now Simon will finally take the 3, and he'll hit. And that'll tie things up at 4-piece. Anderson pressured again. Collects the ball. Here's Brown. Over to Blackett for 3. Bullseye! Pleasant Grove retakes the lead, 7-4. Here's Mitchell up top. Over to Simon. Now Fotheringham has got it from the wing. Step back 3, left side. Connects! Stares down Brown in the process. And it's a back-and-forth affair early on. Lone Peak staying with the full-court press. They pass it into Windsor. He finds Guthrie. Picks up his dribble. Then goes cross-court over to Windsor, who hands it off to Anderson. Thought about a 3 a few times. Now he'll hand it back off to set up the half-court. Windsor wants the screen. Skip pass over to Blackett. Pump fake 3. He's double-teamed. Now he's going to drive. Try to kick it out to Brown, but lost control on the pass, and it'll be a turnover. So refs will converge for a second here. Let's see what they come up with. And everything will stay the same here for the time being. Lone Peak's ball. Under 4 minutes now here in the first. We're halfway through. Mitchell brings it up. Wants the screen from Taylor, and he'll take it. Taylor will set him another one. Now he hands it off to Simon, left side. Simon's going to drive and then bring it back out. Cogswell will take a 3, right wing, and he'll hit. Lone Peak now leads 10-7, and they're staying heavy with that full court press. Brown will inbound far sideline. And he throws it right to Enoch Mitchell, who goes up for the layup. It was like an alley-oop. Lead now up to 5 for the Knights. Here's Ty Palmer, who just checked in. Misses the easy layup on the right side. Taylor tried to find Cogswell on a skip past baseline, and it was tipped away by Windsor. So Milo Johansson and Preston White will check in for the Vikings. And Sam Suarez will come in for Lone Peak for Ty Cogswell. Drew Fotheringham receives the inbound pass. Bounce pass over to Simon. Oh, a tough 2, doesn't go, but he gets his own rebound somehow. And Palmer tried to pick it off. They're going to call a travel against Simon. So the Vikings will still have the ball, but that full court press is going to remain. Looking at inbound, they finally catch it. Here's White. White's left side. Back over to Johansson. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Still heavily pressured. Guthrie left wing. Stays up top. Now here's White behind the back. A little back and forth between the two. Now Guthrie will finally take. He'll score and get the foul. And Mitchell on the ground, slow to get up. But a nice and one conversion will send Pleasant Grove to the free throw line for one. And that'll stop the bleeding for the time being. Free throws up and in. So 12-10's our score. And a beautiful layup on the other side by Simon as the Vikings were trying to replicate what the Knights were doing but couldn't get it done. Here comes Pleasant Grove again. Now it's White off the right side and in. Easy layup for two. Back and forth affair, 14-12, Lone Peak lead. Here's Fotheringham. He's going to drive and he's picked off. Vikings have numbers. Here's Palmer. He kicks it out. Blackett for three. Got it! He fires the crowd up as Pleasant Grove retakes the lead at one. 15-14 our score, under two now in the first. Simon, skip pass down low to Taylor. Taylor's going to go 1v1. Now an outlet pass. Mitchell for three. Rattles in and out, but Suarez with a putback. And Lone Peak now leads it by one. Knights are going to come off of their press just a little here. As the layup is up and missed that time by Johansson. But then a Guthrie three responds from the miss. A back and forth affair here in the first. 18-16, Vikings lead. Here's Mitchell, right wing. Guarded by Blackett. Taylor's now got it up top. Suarez down low. 15 on the shot clock. He's going to go up on the 1v1. He misses. Guthrie with the rebound. Here come the Vikings in transition. It's Johansson for three. Too short. And now here comes Lone Peak quickly. A handoff. Taylor thought about a three. And now Mitchell has it again. He'll say, why not? Because he hits. Lone Peak now leads it. And it's another trap. Taylor, a beautiful behind the back to Simon, who goes up with the reverse. Can't get it to drop, but Suarez with the putback. Lone Peak effectively using that trap a couple times now here in the first. Johansson for another three. Too strong. Here comes Fotheringham. Skip pass in transition. Mitchell for two. And it's a 7-0 run for Lone Peak. White at the buzzer. Why not? Because that's how this first quarter went. Across the board. It's Lone Peak 23 and the Pleasant Grove Vikings 21. It's a close contest. We'll be back with the second quarter after these few messages on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Welcome into the beginning of second quarter action here at Pleasant Grove High School, where the Vikings currently trail the Lone Peak Knights by two, 23-21. It was a back and forth affair with both teams playing heavily in a full court defense that allowed for some easy buckets and some easy turnovers as well. Some new players in for Lone Peak especially. Logan Brimhall as well as Trey Anberry and Drew Toulson have checked in. Vikings will start with the ball on their own side. And they'll inbound to find Preston White, who just hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first. He didn't cross the timeline. But then a pass for Brown finds his way to Johansson. Back over to Blackett for three. In and out, no good. Suarez with the rebound. He's going to bring it across, and he's going to go straight down. Here's Amberry. Back over to Suarez. Down low. And a shot is blocked. Brimhall couldn't connect. It's a scrum, and Simon comes up with it and puts it up and in. Lone Peak capitalizing with points off turnovers. Palmer can't connect for three, but Blackett gets the rebound. They'll set things up again, now trailing by 4. Here's White, step back 2. No good. Suarez, another rebound. Here's Simon, he's been on fire tonight, hands it off. Here's Toulson, up top, moving left to right. Back over to Simon, who tried to get a handoff pass to Amberry, who wasn't there. He saw ghosts, and it's a turnover for Lone Peak. Andrew Anderson will check in for Blackett for the Vikings. Cooper Crockett also coming in for the home squad. And the Knights bringing in some starters as well, as Fotheringham, Cogswell, and Mitchell come back in. And a blocking foul called against the Knights as Cogswell tried to draw the charge. And that'll be Cogswell's second foul of the game. Here comes Anderson. Still can't cross the timeline, now does. Palmer's got it. Down low to Brown, out to Johansson for three. No good, they've had good looks, but just can't get him to fall. Here's Cogswell, left side. Over to Fotheringham for three. That's no good, but another offensive rebound. Cogswell's got it, back to Crew. Shot clock resets, so they'll slow things down. Crew's going to take the screen from Cogswell. Pick and roll action. Here goes Cogswell. Baseline. Spin move. Goes up and around and puts it in. Lone Peak lead back up to 6. Here's Palmer left side for three. No good. Fotheringham another rebound. Things now slowing down for both squads here in this second. Fotheringham will drive, kicks it out. And Toulson will take a three. In and out, no good. Crockett with the rebound. Vikings going to push, and they're going to go quick. And then Crockett will take a three. And hit to the crowd's delight. A timeout will be called. We'll take it with him. It's 27, Lone Peak. 24, Pleasant Grove. Welcome back inside Pleasant Grove Gymnasium, coming out of the timeout. Pleasant Grove just hit a three thanks to Cooper Crockett off the bench. And now they only trail it by 3. Both teams staying in a full court press. Lone Peak's been doing it more of a man defense. Vikings going to stay in somewhat of a zone right now. Mitchell with a high pass over to Cogswell as he finally crosses the timeline. Here's Mitchell, right side, over to Cogswell. Thought about a three, almost picked off by Windsor as he passed it to Fotheringham. High elbow, no call, and a three is missed by Mitchell. Anderson trapped in the corner, finds Crockett. He gives it back over to Anderson. Oh, he broke not only his ankle, but also Mitchell's. Brown, he's going to move quickly in transition. Drive to the basket. Kick out. Now Blackett's going to go. And try to get a pass over to Brown cross side, but couldn't find it as it was tipped out of bounds. Jackson Taylor back in for the Knights as Drew Toulson checks out. Anderson gets the rebound. Windsor for three. And this Pleasant Grove team is taking a note out of BYU's playbook from last season, which Carson Williams was an assistant coach on. Cogswell up top. Tie ball game at 27 apiece. Suarez down low. Gets the easy two over Blackett. Windsor gets the inbound. Brown wide open, left side. Short, Suarez with the rebound. And it's just a game of football right now, as the ball is tipped out of bounds, but it's off of Cogswell, and we'll head back to the Vikings. Knights staying heavy with that defense, but the Vikings have been able to break it. Here's Anderson going down the lane. Layup no good. Great pressure that time from Cogswell. Here's Fotheringham, right side. Tries to get it down low to Suarez, but it's swatted out of bounds by Anderson. So Suarez will inbound baseline. High pass over to Fotheringham at the top of the key. Down low, Cogswell. Cogswell's going to go 1v1, but then decides to pass at the last second, which forces him to move his feet a little bit and travel with the basketball. So another turnover for the Knights, as they currently lead it by 2. Brown looking to inbound. Finds Anderson. And Anderson will cross half court. Crockett has it at the top of the key over to Windsor. Now Anderson will take a three and hits. Pleasant Grove getting almost all their points from outside. And they now lead at 30-29. Fotheringham trying to get past Brown. Gets a screen from Cogswell. Now we'll hand it off to Ty. Ty's going to go 1v1 again. Now back out to Mitchell. Suarez, far left wing. Taylor's now got it up top. Down low to Suarez. Fotheringham from the perimeter. No good. Rebound fought and controlled by Fotheringham. He tries to go, and a charge will be called. Anderson was in the right place at the right time. And that's another turnover for Lone Peak. So Simon will check back in as Mitchell and Suarez come out. Joining alongside him is Logan Brimhall. They're still staying with that full court press. And an errant pass goes right over to the Knights. Here's Simon over to Taylor. Gets it down low with a beautiful pass to Fotheringham for an easy layup. And Lone Peak retakes the lead at 31-30. And ball is tipped out of bounds, but they'll stay here with the Vikings. Just about 2 minutes remaining till halftime. And this has been a good game from start to the present time. So Ty Cogswell will check out again as Suarez comes back. A box formation out of the inbound. And a beautiful pass down low to Crockett for 2. Brown's going to bring some high pressure against Fotheringham. And a foul will be called against Jackson. Coach Williams says he's okay with that one, likes the pressure. That'll be the first team foul against the Vikings here in the quarter, and the first against Brown. Fotheringham will inbound, and he finds Simon, who gives it right back to him. Fotheringham looking to get a screen, now driving. Oh, a tough fadeaway jumper is short. And the ball will go back to the Vikings. Lone Peak staying with that pressure. High pass over to Palmer. He was fouled in the process. And that'll be the Knights' third team foul, first against Simon. Vikings still lead it by 1. 1:43 now left to go here in the first half. Vikings going to slow things down. Here's Blackett up top. Guarded closely by Taylor. Slowly turning himself around to face the basket. Now a spin move down low. Pass out to Windsor. 15 on the shot clock. Palmer's got it. He's going to drive. Behind the back. Mid-range jump shot. Too far left. Here come the Knights. Just over a minute remaining now. Taylor back over to Fotheringham. He stays on the perimeter. Pass over to Simon. He finds Brimhall driving out to Suarez. Fotheringham thought about a 3. Now a nice skip pass down low. And the layup is up and good that time. Beautiful conversion by Logan Brimhall. And Lone Peak then retakes the lead. 33-32. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As Blackett drives. Outlet pass to Brown. No good, but Anderson with the rebound. Palmer's got it, mid-range, shot clock turned off. And Coach Williams wants one shot. He calls out his play. And now they'll set things up with 10 seconds to go. Anderson gets the screen, step back 2, stolen away. Taylor's got it in transition. The layup is up and in. And that is how our first half will finish. Lone Peak goes on a mini 4-0 run to take the lead, 35-32. We'll be right back at halftime after a few short messages here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into Pleasant Grove High School as we get ready for second half action between the Lone Peak Knights and the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It was a back-and-forth affair for most of that first half, but as Lone Peak going on a little bit of a run there at the end of the first to take a 3-point advantage going into the break. So happy to have you here with us for some second half action here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Nate Thatcher here, happy to present the final part of this game to you tonight. And Lone Peak will start with the ball going on their own side. Here's Fotheringham. He'll toss it off to Mitchell, to Taylor for a deep 3. No good. He hasn't found his rhythm from outside yet in tonight's contest. Both teams like to move it fast in transition. Here's Anderson at the top, heavily pressured by Simon. Finds Brown. Almost picked off by Fotheringham. Ball still loose. Knights have it. Here's Simon. Goes tough up with his left and gets it to go. Lead up to 5 now for the Knights. Windsor over to Guthrie. And he goes up with an easy layup on the right side. Both teams still staying with this full court press. But the Vikings able to take advantage as they break it. Here's Cogswell left side over to Fotheringham. Now Mitchell has it up top. Back over to Simon. Fotheringham, he'll drive. Skip pass. Mitchell thought about it. Now he's going to back up Anderson. It's a 1v1. Cross court to Simon. Now Simon drives. Oh, a nice spin move down low, but he's short on the bucket. Vikings have numbers in transition. Here's Anderson. Skip pass down low to Windsor. Out to Brown. Cross court Guthrie. Now Blackett's got it. It's a 1v1 with Taylor. Windsor will take a deep shot and hit. Zane Windsor with a nice look from outside. And that ties things up at 37. Here's Fotheringham, guarded closely by Brown. He's going to take a one-on-one. Oh, a tough spin move baseline. Can't get it to drop, but Taylor with the offensive rebound. The putback and the foul. Jackson Taylor getting it done from down low underneath the basket after not doing so well from outside. The senior guard averages just under 12 points per game. He's been steadily improving as the competition has been improving as well. Can't get the layup to go, but Cogswell with the rebound. He's fouled on a putback opportunity. So 2 more free throws for Lone Peak. So Cogswell now at the line. Senior forward leads the team in blocks per game, rebounds per game, and steals per game as he misses the first. He's also number 2 in 6A in blocks per game. He's a presence down low in the post on both sides of the floor. Second free throw up and in. So the team as a whole goes 1 for 3 from the line that trip. Brown's pressured. He finds Windsor. There they go. They break it again. Pass almost goes out of bounds, but Guthrie controls. Now he stops at the free throw line. Hand off to Blackett, who then slips. Anderson will take a corner 3 and connect. The Vikings are doing everything they can to hit from outside. Things are tied up at 40 apiece again. Ball is moving quickly for the Knights. Now the ball finds its way down low. Back out to Fotheringham for 3. He responds. Knights still staying with that full court. Brown to Anderson. Out to Guthrie. He's going to drive. And now he picks up his dribble. Goes around Cogswell, but can't finish the layup. Here come the Knights, up 3 now, almost at the halfway point of the third quarter. Crew has it at the logo. Now he goes left. Hand off to Mitchell. Over to Taylor for a deep 3. In and out, no good. Still looking for his first shot from outside. Here's Anderson, weaving his way in transition. Oh, a nice pass to Brown, who hits from outside. And we're tied again at 43. Knights are slowing things down now. Players spotted around the perimeter. Mitchell to Fotheringham. 1v1 versus Brown. He wants to take it, and he does. He goes up with his left. Oh, and gets the tough layup to go as he falls on baseline. Knights retake the lead, 45-43. And a pass is picked off in transition by Cogswell, but then the ref tripped up Ty. And a ref is down. And people are going to converge as the ref gets up slowly. We'll take a timeout as they attend to the referee on the far side. Welcome back into Pleasant Grove as we had a run-in with the refs and the players in transition. Good sign as the ref's able to get up slowly but surely and stay working this game. He's actually going to get taken out. So the other 2 refs are going to talk things over. So the ref that was just down is being attended to on the medical table on the Lone Peak side. The other 2 refs now going to the scores table. So it looks like this game will continue with just 2 refs now. But the Vikings will keep the ball as it went out of bounds because the Knights stole it. They were trying to push in transition, and because Cogswell and the referee went head-to-head, that ball soared out of bounds as it was intended for him. Simon called on the foul for a reach-in. And the other referee will be taken back outside of the gymnasium now, so we hope that he's okay. Vikings get the inbound again after the foul. That's the second on Simon. First team foul in the Knights here in the third. Palmer's going to drive right side, and he loses the ball, and we'll go back to Lone Peak. So here comes Mitchell. The Vikings are backing off a little bit on defense. As it's picked off, Blackett got a piece of it on the pass from Taylor. He goes down, kicks it out to Brown for three. No good. Brimhall with the rebound. And then it's picked right back up by Windsor. He's going to go and misses the layup in transition, but he's going to go to the free throw line for two. And the other referee returns to the gym with a series of applause. First free throw up and good for Windsor. And the subs coming in now for the Vikings. Windsor, best three-point shooter on the team, currently at the free throw line. He shoots 41% from outside. And that stays true with this free throw game as he goes 2 for 2. We're tied up at 45. Vikings staying with this man full court press. Mitchell brings it across. He's going to spin move, drive, go up with his left, and he's fouled on the layup opportunity. He'll head to the free throw line for two. So more free throws coming this time for the Knights. Enoch Mitchell, the team leader in assists per game, now at the line for two. And the first one is no good. So Windsor will check out as Preston White comes back in. He had a first quarter buzzer beater. Second free throw for Enoch Mitchell is up and in. And here comes Pleasant Grove quickly the other end. Palmer for two. They are just breaking that press with ease sometimes. Vikings retake the lead, 47-46. Here's Drew Toulson. He drives and picks up his dribble. He's got to pass it off. Brimhall goes up for the tough layup, and he's fouled. He converges over with Coach Ross, talking over the play they just ran, but he'll head to the line for two more. First one is up and off back iron. Logan Brimhall, the sophomore forward, averages just under 4 points per game. Second one also short, but it's off the body of the Vikings, so it'll stay here with the Knights. So Lone Peak looks to inbound. It's Toulson baseline. Over to Suarez. Back to Toulson for three. Fouled. And now he'll head to the free throw line for 3 free throws. And that'll be the 5th team foul on the Vikings. So the Knights will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. First one up and in. Drew Toulson is a really good three-point shooter as well. That's why he was trying to hit it from outside. He's 10 for 23 on the year as he gets the second to go. And that gives Lone Peak the lead once again. To go 3 for 3, he does. So a lot of free throws for Lone Peak as here comes Palmer again to black it for 3. No good. Back out to Mitchell. He's pressured heavily by Johansson. Now Suarez has it up at the logo. Here's Toulson. Thought about a 3, now he drives. Tried to kick it out, but Preston White got a piece of it. And they'll have to inbound sideline on the far side. Under 2 minutes now remaining here in the third quarter. Lone Peak leads it 49-47. And it's going to be a long inbound, almost on the other side of the court as Fotheringham collects. Here's Mitchell up top. Mitchell's going to drive. He stops. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Toulson's got to put something up. It's a deep 3, and it's an air ball. Great defense by Pleasant Grove, and they forced the shot clock violation. And they finally get the inbound. It finds Johansson. He crosses the timeline. Now White has it. Over to Johansson. Cross-court pass to Brown. Brown over to White for 3. Got it! Nothing but net. And Pleasant Grove retakes the lead at 50-49. Fotheringham with a chance to respond. Kicks it out. Mitchell will drive. And he'll stop and pop, but he misses. Rebound by Suarez. Put back, no good. Another chance, and he's fouled. So the Vikings could be getting into foul trouble as the Knights are getting many second chance opportunities. That'll be the second foul against Brown as Suarez gets the first to go. Sam Suarez, a really good offensive rebounder for his squad. As you can see on that last opportunity, that helps him go 2 for 2 from the line. And now Lone Peak leads at 51-50. Many lead changes here in tonight's game. Knights still sticking with that full court. Palmer breaks. An outlet pass. Here's White for another 3. And he hits it again. What a shot from Preston White. Pleasant Grove now up 53-51. Knights looking to respond. Here's Toulson for 3. He's got it. And now it's 53-54. Here comes White again. They're going to hold for the final shot. Here goes White. He picks up his dribble. Under 5. And he just throws the ball out of bounds. So in comes all the starters to try and get a shot on offense. So Taylor will inbound. 3.2 seconds left on the clock. Tries to get it into Fotheringham. He does. Fotheringham for 3. No good at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knights 54, Vikings 53 with a really good cinematic finish on the other side of this timeout. Hello everyone and welcome back into Pleasant Grove High School as we get ready for fourth quarter action here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. It's been a back and forth affair all night. Pleasant Grove able to outscore the Knights by 1 in that third, and so it is a 1-point game at 54-53. The Vikings will start with the ball to try and take back the lead they had for a lot of that third quarter. Vikings have been able to get a lot done from outside of the perimeter. Meanwhile, for Lone Peak, they got a lot of opportunities at the free throw line thanks to some early foul trouble from Pleasant Grove. And a pass is intercepted. Taylor to Cogswell. He goes up for two and gets the easy layup off the left side. And a flopping call will be called against the Vikings. So the Vikings will still inbound after that play. Cogswell extends the lead out to 3 as the refs are converging right now outside the scores table. So Vikings, again, will inbound. We're just 15 seconds here into this fourth. Pleasant Grove currently trails by 3. And the Knights actually backing off of that full court press. They finally get it across the timeline as Blackett drives. Tried to dish it out in the corner, but turns it over. Knights playing some good defense. Fotheringham asking for some help as no one is there to receive the inbound play. Finally finds Simon, and they'll take it up the court. Simon had a great first quarter to set things up. Now Fotheringham's got it near the scores table. Gets a screen from Cogswell. He'll drive right down, and then bring it back up top. It's stolen by Anderson. Anderson over to White, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Knights. Lone Peak doing a good job in defensive transition. So 31 seconds left on the shot clock. Vikings will open up in a box formation inbound off their own baseline. Anderson with a high pass over to White, and he corrals it. Cross court to Anderson. Left side, and he'll drive with his right. Picks up his dribble. Oh, a tough turnaround jumper is no good, but he's fouled. So Andrew Anderson at the line for 2. Senior guard averages 6.8 points per game. 2 critical free throws right here. First one's in. That cuts the lead down to 2. Mitchell will check back in for Austin Simon. To go 2 for 2, he doesn't. And Suarez with the rebound. Still a 2-point game, exactly where we found ourselves at halftime. Fotheringham, he's got it, far side. He's going to drive, and a foul will be called against the defense. So Blackett will get called for the foul. That's his first of the game. Taylor inbounds and finds Suarez. Suarez drives baseline against Brown. He'll move it around and finds Taylor on the left side for a layup. Lead up to 4 now. They finally get it across the timeline. Now here's Blackett. He's got it. Anderson's going to drive, and he slips. The ball's out. Lone Peak's got it, and they're going to call a timeout. Lone Peak with momentum here in the fourth as they lead it 58-54 with 6:12 left to go in the game. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break. Welcome back into Pleasant Grove High School, where the Knights call a timeout to take advantage of a turnover. They currently lead the game by 4. They backed off that full court press because I think they thought that the Vikings were breaking it so easily and getting good looks from outside. They didn't want that to happen anymore, and their defense to improve has helped as they now lead it by 2 possessions. So here comes Lone Peak on their own side. The Vikings go to a zone defense, and Crew Fotheringham takes advantage. The lead now up to 7. Brown's got it. Cross-court pass. Crockett for 3. Rattles in. Good response by Pleasant Grove. Cuts the lead to 4. Fotheringham, hand off to Mitchell, to Taylor for 3. He responds! Lead back up to 7. Here's Palmer. He drives right, over to Anderson for 3. No good, Taylor with the rebound. And Crew's going to take it up slowly, up 7 with 5 to go. Here's Taylor up top. Oh, a turnaround 3. No good. Rebound by Palmer. Here comes Ty. He's up top. Cross dribble. Down low. Ball is tipped. And they're going to say it's Vikings ball. But they'll have to inbound it on the other side of the court. Guthrie and Windsor will check back in as Brown and Anderson come out. Palmer throws a high pass over to Crockett in the corner. Palmer thought about a screen. Now Crockett's going to drop. Out to Windsor for 3. No good. Fotheringham with the rebound. Now Taylor's going to push. High pass to Cogswell in transition. He drives. Now out to Suarez, who goes down low, and then out to Taylor. Turnaround mid-jumper in. Jackson Taylor takes the lead up to 9, and Rob Ross will call a timeout, happy with his team's performance here in the fourth. It's looking all things Knights right now with 3:58 to go. Lone Peak has taken advantage of this fourth quarter when it matters most as they now lead it by 9. 66-57 is our score with 3:58 now left to go in the game. In a critical region contest where both of these teams find themselves in the middle of the pack. Here's Palmer. He brings it across. He's going to go straight to the hoop, and the layup goes in and out. That was a key miss as Fotheringham brings it up for Lone Peak. Here comes Crew, a handoff. Mitchell's got it now. And an illegal charge. They're going to call an offensive foul against Ty Cogswell. Going to call it a hip check. So that's a turnover that the Vikings needed, but they hand it right back over to the Knights. But Cogswell can't corral the fast pass. Here comes Palmer. He brings it across. Over to Johansson. He stumbles as he drives baseline. He's trapped. Blackett's got it at the perimeter. Cross court to Windsor for three. Short, but Guthrie with the rebound and the putback. Timeout will be called by Coach Williams, and we'll take it with him. It's 66-59, Lone Peak. And the Pleasant Grove student section trying to make some noise for their home squad that find themselves down 7 with 3:17 left to go. Taylor looks to inbound. Vikings have brought back that full court press. Mitchell looks to break, and he does, but it's picked off. Blackett's got it to Palmer. And he's going to bring it back out top to the perimeter. Right side. 1v1. Oh, and a tough 2. Finds itself short. Fotheringham with the rebound. So Fotheringham will try again as he brings it across half court. Looking to get a screen from Taylor. Instead, he'll go right. Now he takes the screen. He's trapped. Taylor for three. No good. But a foul will be called against Suarez. And it'll head back the Vikings' way. That'll be Sam's second foul of the game. Third team foul for the Knights, so just 2 more. That could put the Vikings in the bonus. Something to look out for. Palmer brings it across. And now a handoff. Blackett's going to drive. Go to the layup. And a foul will be called. It's a block. So Blackett now with a chance to cut the lead to 5. He's the team leader in points per game at 10.4. The 6'6 sophomore forward doing everything he can to try and will his home team to a victory. First one is up and in. 66-60 now our score. Second one is up and also in, so he goes 2 for 2. Here comes that full court press as the Knights are able to break. Cogswell's got it. Now kicks it back out to Taylor. Vikings wanted an inbound violation, but it wasn't called. Timeout called by the Knights, and we'll take it with them. 2:13 left in the game. Lone Peak leads by 5.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
The Lone Peak Knights currently lead the Pleasant Grove Vikings 66-61. Lead was as big as 9 here in the fourth, thanks to some clutch shots from Jackson Taylor, who finally found his shot from outside the perimeter. Knights have the ball, up 5, and 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball finds its way to Mitchell, who takes it back up top at the logo. Looking for a screen from Fotheringham. He's going to drive. Picks up his dribble. Know who one to pass it to. Tried to find Cogswell, but Taylor corrals. 7 on the shot clock. And Taylor will take a deep 3. No good, but Cogswell the rebound. Fotheringham kicks out again. Taylor out to tie. Now Fotheringham's got it. A shot here would be huge for the Knights. Here comes Crew, almost picked up by Palmer. Now Mitchell drives, goes up with his right, can't get it to go. Blackett the rebound. And he throws it out to Palmer. Under a minute and a half now, 5-point game. Here goes Palmer. Tough 2-point shot, no good. Windsor looking to bring the pressure against Fotheringham. They can't allow another make by this Lone Peak squad. And an intentional foul for Windsor, and a timeout will be called by the Vikings. We'll stay right here. 1:03 left to go. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Refs are conferring to make sure. So next up for the Pleasant Grove Vikings after this one will be at American Fork, Lone Peak's rival, who Lone Peak actually lost to in overtime a few weeks ago, 49-48. And then after that, on the 7th of February, they'll play Westlake back here at home. Meanwhile, for Lone Peak, they'll play Sky Ridge on the 4th of February at 7:30. And then they'll have that rematch that they want against the Cavemen of American Fork at 7. So the Knights will inbound on their own side, far sideline. 66-61's our score. 22 seconds on the shot clock with 1:03 left in the game. Ref is going to ask for a correction as it's a reset shot clock. So now 35 seconds on. The Vikings cannot allow a make. Mitchell to Cogswell down low. He's fouled. Vikings have 3 team fouls, so 2 more will put the Knights in the bonus. Taylor trying to find a teammate, finds Cogswell. Back out to Taylor, who's fouled. $55.3. Taylor's going to inbound again. Tries to find Mitchell, and Mitchell's fouled in the process. So Enoch Mitchell will head to the line for 2 free throws. Even if he goes 1 for 1, it'll still be a 2-possession game. So Coach Carson Williams will have his team come back to the bench for a quick discussion and then send his players back out. Windsor just received his 5th foul, so he'll be out of the game as Ty Palmer checks back in. So here are 2 critical free throws from Mitchell. First is in. Still a 2-possession game. This one is massive. Now it's 3. 68-61, the Vikings have to get something going. Blackett for 3. Got it! Off the handoff. That cuts things down to 4 with 45.3 to go. A full timeout will be taken by the Vikings. We'll take one with them. It's 68-64, Lone Peak. We'll be right back after this short break.
5.3 seconds left.
So Lone Peak looks to inbound as they currently lead it by 4 with 45.3 to go. A key game in region play tonight. Taylor looks to inbound, finds Fotheringham. He's trapped. Back out to Taylor. Taylor's going to break. It's a cross-court pass. That finds way to Cogswell for the slammer. Vikings got to get something. 3, no good from Palmer, and a foul. That'll send Fotheringham to the line for 2. First free throw is no good. Brown checks back in, as well as Crockett and Preston White. As they look to get shooters in to try and have any semblance of a chance here in the final few seconds. Second one's up and good for Fotheringham. White gets the inbound. Over to Brown. To Blackett. Blackett's going to pull up for 3 and hit again. Are you kidding me? Brendan Blackett on fire tonight and keeping things close. It's back to a 4-point game. Timeout will be called by the Vikings. We'll take it with them. It's 71-67 Lone Peak with 21.2 seconds left to go. The Knights look to inbound again. They find Fotheringham. And he's going to be quickly fouled. And that'll go against Joe Hansen. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 19.5 seconds remain. Some more key free throws for the Knights. First one is up and in. Drew Fotheringham doing what he does best as more offensive players check back in after the other ones come in to foul. Second one, up and in as well. So it's a 6-point game. Here's Anderson. He's going to drive all the way to the rack, and it's blocked by Cogswell, but they're going to call a foul on it. Vikings are going to converge. Suarez actually joining that huddle. Trying to make fun of the Vikings as Anderson now at the line for 2 with 14.1 left to go. First one goes in. So 73-68 our score. Second one's up and also in. Still looking to foul. It's a trap. Fotheringham's got it and he's fouled. So begins the cross-court trek to the other free throw line. Fotheringham for the first. Rattles out. Here's a second one. Goes in. Timeout called by Lone Peak. And let's see what they call it. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. If Lone Peak wins, they'll move to 11-7 on the season, 4-2 in region play. And the Vikings, if they end up losing this one and can't complete the comeback, they'll fall to 8-11, 2-4 in region play. So right now, as this game currently stands, Lone Peak is in third place and Pleasant Grove is in fourth. So this is a key battle in the middle for who will stand near the top of the pack and who will be near the bottom. And right now, Lone Peak in the lead, 74-69, with 13 seconds left to go. They have a good chance to come out of here with a win. In their last game versus Pleasant Grove, it was Cole Fotheringham that led the way for the Knights with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 3-pointers. They lost the first and fourth quarters, but they won that middle gauntlet of the second and third, and that's what led them to that 81-75 win. Blackett will inbound. Cross court. Now back to Blackett. Blackett's going to move. He goes. Up for 3, a huge floater. It's short, and he'll head back the Knights' way. So Knights will inbound a 3.2, and that should do it. Taylor's got it, and they're going to foul still. So Jackson Taylor will head to the line to ice this one and keep the Vikings home with a loss. Lone Peak now with back-to-back wins in region play after back-to-back losses against Lehigh and American Fork. And that will do it for tonight's contest. It's Lone Peak coming out of Pleasant Grove with a win. Final score 76-69. Drew Fotheringham and company took care of business. They'll move to 11-7 on the season, 4-2 in region play and stand near the top. Meanwhile, for Pleasant Grove, that's back-to-back losses, and they've now lost 3 of their last 4 as they go to 8-11, 2-4 in region play. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight for a Friday night edition on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Nate Thatcher. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you next time.